And this is the situation out front. Fluid, changing, but mainly with these 28 riders up the road. We talked about Bauke Mollema, and his team are riding here. 3 teammates in this group with him. It's Nicola Conci who's riding right now. He also has Giulio Ciccone and Gianluca Brambilla. Brambilla, who's the new king of the mountains, and this is the full list of those in the break. Amador Rojas Carretero, 3 from Movistar, 2 from Agir in Galopin and Vuyamos. Catania is there for Androni, who are leading the team classification going into today. Masnada's there as well. Cataldo for a second successive day. Look out for Lopez later because he's Aguirre and Zeitz are there. Pozzovivo and Nibali are there for Vincenzo Nibali. Formolo's there, Dombrowski, Plaza, De La Party, Nelons and Jules Jensen. Jules Jensen for Mitchelton Scott, joined by their top pure climber, Mikel Nieve. Eddie Dunbar for a second successive day. He's there with Theo Gegenhardt. Tolhoek is the sole representative from Jumbo-Visma. Also there, Ilnur Zakarin. Keep an eye on the Russian. Second best placed rider in the bunch up the road at 7:45. And then those riders from Trek Segafredo, Mollema, Brambilla, Ciccone and Conci. Here we go. We wondered what might happen, and we wondered when liftoff would happen. Again, it's happened very early on. Once more, it's Astana who take it up. Pello Bilbao and Miguel Angel Lopez, and straight away, one rider disappears from Jumbo-Visma. Several riders start to go backwards from Movistar. This is the change we were wondering about, Sean, and it's had an immediate impact. And there is Giulio Ciccone, who cements his lead now at the top of the classification for the best climber. He took maximum points earlier on today, back into the blue jersey after a day out of it. And we've got movement at the front. We've got movement at the front with Mikel Landa. Landa to take off, and that is going to shed some dead weight out the back. Oh, 15 Ks from the finish. Mikel Landa striking out. Well, his teammate Carapaz is there. Yates and Roglic towards the back of the group. Little look round and comfortable enough, though. Hurt is doing a decent job. And this is Davide Formolo, who is hurting now.
Yes, well, there's a lot of hurt here, and out front there's hurt, but there's more hurt back here with Landa.
A lot of hurt.
Pushing on.
A lot of hurt because Landa is causing quite a few gaps. Sivakov, Roglic, Yates, all need to be paced up to this group that Nibali's following well, that Carapaz is following, that Lopez is following, and Pozzovivo too. Not quite alarm bells, but work to be done.
Well, it's the first little bit of a test to see who has got it here, and from Mitchell & Scott, I see there that Chabe seems to be distant a bit further back there. So, yeah, looking like there's a little bit of a gap there from the Nibali group. You can see Roglic looked to be a little bit off the pace there.
And he is with Rafał Majka as the gap opens up. This could be a very interesting change in the standings at the Giro D'Italia. Pink jersey Jan Polans is fighting. I think he's going to have to think about the gap today, ride his own climb, ride his own race. And Hector Carretero, who has had a brilliant day's work so far, is helping to extend the advantage of the Basque rider. There are other men up the road for Miguel Angel Lopez, who's isolated here in this group with Carapaz, Nibali, Pozzovivo. Majka is there. And the rider from Jumbo... No,
it looks like Roglic.
It looks like his start. Now Yates looking behind. Oh dear. Yates in trouble. Simon Yates in trouble in the Giro d'Italia. And it is not going to plan for the British rider this year. It's almost over, isn't it, for Yates?
Yes, it's not looking good, but again, you know, he has Lucas Hamilton with him, and he's starting to, you know, get into a rhythm here. And if you can do that, although they are on the easier section, everybody here is on a section now where it's that bit, the grade is not as great, and you can see them moving along at a strong pace, but you know, maybe he can get into a rhythm and just keep on walking at it and limit his losses. But everybody has, you know, teammates here. Pozzovivo is pushing on.
Now, problem behind, Sean. Problem behind. Mechanical problem for Miguel Angel Lopez. Just pulled off to the side of the road there, and here he is with a back wheel change. Ah, this is a disaster for Superman. Team car speeds past him. He's already had a back wheel change, but it needs it sorting quickly. And again, it is a bad error from the mechanics. No, the team decide that they come quickly, pulling up in front. Brand new bike, off he goes. But Miguel Angel Lopez with an incident he could have done without. And a move from Ilno Zakharin. The big Russian goes. Mollema can't follow straight away. Ilno Zakharin is there. Nieve can go after him. Oh, no! Bauke Mollema! All that work they've done all day long, and it's Ilno Zakharin who goes away. Another turn up for the book, Sean.
Yes, well, it's the time to go for Zakharin, because he knows that Landa is coming up here, so you know, push on when he can. And Bauke Mollema again getting into difficulty here, but looking good here, looking very strong for Zakharin at just under the 5k to go.
Roglic with Nibali just sitting on. No minute time gaps yet to the next group. But I can tell you that they're 1:12 from Mikel Landa. Landa looks like he's not gaining too much on the head of the race, but remember, still 3 kilometers to go, and it is consistently steep to the top. Leader of the stage on the left-hand side, Ilno Zakharin, but look at this. Mikel Nieve looks like he's working his way back. Mollema, I'm afraid, is nowhere to be seen. Lopez using all of his powers to get back to Nibali and Roglic. What a recovery. Disaster striking for him. And Miguel Angel Lopez is almost back. It hasn't been the day he wanted, but if he can get there, if he can keep on the group, he will live to fight another day. In the meantime, Jan Polans, at 3 minutes and 17 from the front of the race, from his most dangerous rival, as Roglic tries to ride away. Roglic is trying to ride away. Nibali can follow. Tailwind to help the attack as well. Nibali's reaction, a solid one, though.
Yes, well, a solid one from Nibali, but for Roglic as well, he's looking solid here. I was wondering, is he in a little bit of difficulty, because you know, he was just setting that strong pace there, and that's what you've got to do if you're feeling it a bit. But when you see him putting in these little attacks there, that tells that he has to be in good shape. But they're just starting to mark each other here, and still with 3 kilometers to go, Roglic has to just continue on walking away, keep plugging away at it.
Zakharin just striding away from Nieve. Nieve knows what he's doing. Does he have it in the tank? Never forget that win he pulled off when he was in the orange of Euskaltel at Gardecha, one of the hardest Grand Tour stages that we are ever likely to see. Today's hard enough as well. 4,500 meters of climbing. 3 categorized climbs: the Colle del Lis, Pian del Lupo, and for the first time ever in a professional bike race, Ceresole Reale. Ilno Zakharin has done it. It's stage 13 of the Giro D'Italia. Katusha Alpecin have waited since January. Now they have their World Tour win. Now they have a man right back in the fight for pink. Well, no Italian job at Ceresole Reale. Mikel Nieve is going to end the day disappointed as well. For Mikel Landa, it has been a good day. He's going to take time back. Running out of a little bit of gas there in the final kilometre, but Landa's coming home. Now, what's the time? Landa across 1:19. Let's see what the gap is to everybody else. So he's right back in it. Roglic and Nibali crossing together at 2:57. Miguel Angel Lopez, in the meantime, heartbreak. Is that it? Is that over for him? What a ride, though, from Jan Polans, who will keep the lead in the Giro d'Italia for a second day. And it will still be a Slovenian one, too. Bauke Mollema gained time. Ilno Zakharin won the stage. And here comes Yates now. Simon Yates is going to cross the line. 5 minutes down on the stage winner. And it's going to be at least another 2 minutes to Roglic, Nibali. Ilno Zakharin wins stage 13 at beautiful Ceresole Reale by 35 seconds from Mikel Nieve. He does it from a breakaway, with Mikel Landa and Richard Carapaz finishing 3rd and 4th.